On behalf of the Captain's Council and this worthy assembly, welcome, Zephyrites. I'm sorry Lion's Arch is still a work in progress, but key services have been restored and the Lion Guard are patrolling...
No need to apologize, Captain. We came to offer our support and to assure you our trade agreement remains intact. To start, we're donating a shipment of much-needed supplies, which we have staged here on the docks. We're also organizing a series of attractions, with a portion of the proceeds going to the Lion's Arch Relief Fund.
That's very kind, sir, and much appreciated. We should withdraw to the council chambers to discuss details. But first, let me introduce you to some of the heroes who prevented the total destruction of our city. I present to you the team of Casimir Meade, Marjorie Delacroix, Bram Erson, Rox, and Timey, I believe?
That's right! Timey and Scruffy. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Important Zephyrite. I would love a chance to inspect...
Smile and wave, Timey. Just smile and wave. Please?
Along with their leader, these brave people have been the city's staunchest and most effective volunteer defenders. They brought down Scarlet Briar once and for all, and they did so at considerable cost to themselves.
I am honored to meet you all. In the face of such barbarity, the cause of peace requires formidable defenders. I hope you all enjoy the diversions at Labyrinthine Cliffs. I understand there are also amusements in Divinity's Reach.
Aye. Queen Jenna has generously reopened the Crown Pavilion and is also donating the proceeds to Lion's Arch.
Splendid. We have arranged for transport between the cliffs and the human capital for whoever desires it.
Can we just go straight to Divinity's Reach? Scarlet pretty much ruined the Crown Pavilion for me last time.
By all means, experience the attractions in any order you choose. Heroes at a festival definitely help draw a crowd.
Hear, hear. The Council appreciates your participation and the positive impact it creates. Enjoy the festival.
Well, our mission is to enjoy ourselves and to be seen doing it. I say we go. How's the leg?
It's fine. And before you ask again, no, I don't want one of your good luck charms.
You know one of mine won't work. It has to be personal. I wish you let me help you pick one out. Otherwise, you're gonna get injured again. Once misfortune finds you, it doesn't just go away. You have to counter it.
Wolf's tail, is this what they mean by being mothered? I'm suddenly glad mine was never around.
Somebody's in a sour mood. But I know a cure for crankiness. Bashing things to benefit Lion's Arch.
I like the Zephyrites. And I like seeing your face healed.
I appreciate the concern, but please, enough with the fretting about my face.
It was a lot more than a cosmetic injury, and you know it. I thought you were dead. Never scare me like that again.
So, do I get to come along this time? Or are you going to sideline me in some camp again?
Nobody's sidelined you. With all the miasma and aether blades and whatnot, we were trying to get people out, not bring them in.
You should have known better. I followed Scarlet's progress for months. Did you really think I'd miss her big finish?
Be glad you did. Some of us were there and still didn't get to see it through.
That's because I wasn't there. Let that be a lesson to you. Never make a move without Timey and Scruffy.
Yeah, I'll think about that. Anyway, I'm off to the Divinity's Reach attractions. I'll see you around, kid.
Are you going to the festival? Bram said I could go.
Did he now? From what I've heard, you have a slight problem with the truth where Bram is concerned.
Jory, be nice. Of course you can go. Ms. Delacroix is naturally suspicious. Pay her no mind.
Oh, I won't. But Bram wants to go see Divinity's Reach, and I'd rather see Zephyrite stuff. Can I go with you?
Where are your actual legal guardians? Didn't Progeny Protective Services assign someone to you?
They know where I am, obviously. But let's just say I released myself on my own reconnaissance.
Hello there. That's how it's done.
Every day's a good day to learn something new.
Hey.
How pleasant to see you.
It's a pleasure to see you. Salutations. Scarlet Briar. Where should I begin? No one at first knew why she began her reign of terror. Some say she peered into the very fabric of the universe and went insane. Her attacks began in the Northeast and spread like fire. She formed uneasy alliances and controlled her minions through deception and brutality. She leveraged their technology to scan for currents of magical energy called ley lines. Each attack had a purpose, allowing her to collect data from across Tyria that would later be used to assault Lion's Arch. When all hope seemed lost, the heroes of Tyria rose to the task, along with new allies. Bram Arison of Kragstead, Rox Whetstone, Gladium, Casimir Meade, Mesmer, Marjorie Delacroix, Investigator, and Taimi, Prodigy from Radasum. Led by the Pact Commander, they dismantled Scarlet's operations. But while they reclaimed the city at the Battle of Lion's Arch, they would later discover that she had completed her mission, even in death. Scarlet's machine struck the ley line deep beneath Sanctum Harbor, directing its magic far into the Maguma jungle, changing the course of history. Marjorie Delacroix is a necromancer from Divinity's Reach. Until recently, she was a member of the Ministry Guard of Divinity's Reach and was responsible for protecting various Crichton ministers and their staff. She quit that job after witnessing some terrible abuses of power. After she left the Guard, she went into business as an investigator for hire, taking on various cases that her clients needed handled, often with discretion. When Scarlet's Aetherblades assassinated Theo Ashford of the Captain's Council, Marjorie led the inquiry that led to the arrest of their leader, Captain Mai Trin. Trin later escaped her cell and fled to the Mists, shortly before Scarlet's attack on Lion's Arch. Miss Delacroix would later help destroy the Tower of Nightmares in Kessex Hills, along with Lady Casimir Meade and the Pact Commander, who led the mission. Through her connections as a Dermond Priory member, she obtained evidence samples left behind by Scarlet's forces. The Pact Commander, with Marjorie's help and that of Casimir and Vorp, predicted the attack on Lion's Arch. Despite their warnings to the Captain's Council, the city fell, but it was later reclaimed. Salutations. Lady Casimir Mead comes from noble stock, but her family has since fallen on hard times. Her gambling brother Kyle put the family deep into debt, forcing her father to liquidate their possessions. Despite his efforts to fix Kyle's mistakes and unable to pay his own bills, her father was thrown into prison, where he died. Casimir, now forced to work, found employment as an investigator with Marjorie Delacroix. Their combined efforts, with the Pact Commander's help, led to the solving of Theo Ashford's murder during Dragon Bash. Casimir was instrumental in uncloaking the Nightmare Tower, as well as in other battles during Scarlet's campaign. She distracted Scarlet in the final battle on the Breachmaker, giving the Pact Commander a chance to deal the death blow. It's a pleasure to see you. Rox is a Gladium. She lost her entire warband in a mining explosion. Since then, she performed tasks for Ritlock Brimstone, the Blood Legion Tribune, in an effort to join his Stone Warband. She crossed paths with Bram at the Molten Alliance facility. Together, under the leadership of the Pact Commander, they infiltrated the weapons base, freed the prisoners, and destroyed that operation. Throughout Scarlet's campaign, Rox fought beside the Pact Commander, providing ranged support and healing the injured. She accompanied the strike team that led the assault on Scarlet's Breachmaker in Lion's Arch. When Bram broke his leg during the fight, Rox stayed behind to tend to him. She also revived Marjorie Delacroix, who was wounded by Scarlet's blast. In tending to her friends, she forfeited her opportunity to kill Scarlet, leaving the Pact Commander to do the honors. This was in direct conflict to her orders, and it ultimately led to her not gaining membership in the Stone Warband. Salutations. Bram Arison hails from Kragstead, a sizable homestead in Wayfarer foothills. He's the son of Aristogalcan and Borgia the Sunchaser. As a child, he never knew his mother. She and Borgia parted amicably so she could forge her legend with Destiny's Edge. Bram's father, a hero in his own right, agreed to raise Bram to adulthood. Unfortunately, that wasn't meant to be. Borgia died when his son was a young boy. In the care of friends, Bram grew into an impetuous teen. He has a reputation for being a bit impulsive, but his heart's in the right place, or so I'm told. When the Molten Alliance swept through Norn lands, Bram saw the violence firsthand. He sought help from the Char at the Black Citadel, but was turned away. Tribune Brimstone had no troops to spare, and he didn't believe the claims that Bram was the son of his guildmate. Undeterred, Bram approached Newt Whitebear in the hopes of gathering Norn to fight back the invaders. Again, he was denied, as the Sons of Svanir were perceived as the bigger threat to Holbrook. Bram ultimately teamed up with Rox Whetstone, a Char Gladium who had fought the Molten Alliance at Nolan Hatchery. Together, and with the aid of the Pact Commander, they infiltrated the Molten Alliance weapons facility and destroyed it from the inside. Bram was involved in a number of operations against Scarlet. He joined the Pact Commander in the final assault on the Breachmaker, but he broke his leg in the process. Ah, timing. Rarely have I seen so much intellect and attitude crammed into such a tiny body. But don't let her size fool you. Between her feisty attitude and her skill at Golomancy, let's just say you wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She comes from Radasum, though her studies have taken her abroad. She first came to my attention when Scarlet's marionette was stomping around. Her obsession with Scarlet's research led to some crucial discoveries. When she speaks about magic, especially that of elder dragons, you'd best listen.